Delegates from nearly 200 countries are gathered in Geneva for a 10-day meeting to hammer out a global treaty on plastic pollution. The goal is to find a solution to the plastic crisis that affects every ecosystem and person on the planet. In his opening remarks, the chairperson of the International Negotiating Committee, Luis Valdivieso, told the delegates that for the first time in history, the world is within reach of a legally binding international instrument to end plastic pollution. Vallas believes the 10-day gathering in Geneva can be groundbreaking. United Nations Environment Program Executive Director Inga Anderson said the issues are complex, but the crisis is really spiraling and there is a narrow pathway to a treaty. She said many countries agree on redesigning plastic products to be recycled and improving waste management. The main point of contention is whether the treaty should require cutting plastic production. Oil-producing countries argue that redesign, recycling, and reuse can solve the problem, while other countries and major companies say that's not enough. The stakes are high, with 19 to 23 million tons of plastic waste leaking into aquatic ecosystems annually. The treaty aims to address the full life cycle of plastic, including production, design, and disposal. About 100 countries want to limit production, while others, like the United States of America and Saudi Arabia, oppose production limits. The Business Coalition for a Global Plastics Treaty, which includes companies like Walmart and Coca-Cola, supports reducing production along with increasing recycling and reuse. In March 2022, 175 nations agreed to make the first legally binding treaty on plastics pollution by the end of 2024. It was to address the full life cycle of plastic, including production, design, and disposal. Talks last year in South Korea were supposed to be the final round, but they adjourned in December at an impasse over cutting production. Every year, the world makes more than 400 million tons of new plastic, and that could grow by about 70% by 2040 without policy changes. China, the United States of America, and Germany lead the global plastics trade by exports and imports, according to the Plastics Industry Association. For any proposal to make it into the treaty, every nation must agree. Some countries want to change the process, so decisions may be made by a vote if necessary. India, Saudi Arabia, Iran, Kuwait, and others have opposed that, arguing that consensus is vital to an effective treaty. The negotiations in Geneva will be challenging, but the goal is clear: to create a legally binding treaty that will help end the plastic pollution crisis. We shall continue to follow this story and bring you updates from Geneva. Isaac Akugizibwe, STN News.